What's up, guys? This is an update on the TiPX. I removed the 16 millimeter outside diameter by 12 millimeter inside diameter O-ring off the regulator piston, this thing, and I put a 15 millimeter by 11 millimeter piston. It's still snug. Maybe 2 millimeters is too thick. It's just what I went by from looking at the stock spring, not stock spring, stock valve piston O-ring, and this is the one I had from my spider kit. I have the other one somewhere over here. I have it somewhere. Oh, it's over here. The original one that was in there. This is the original one. This is my spider one. This is the 16 millimeter. They look very similar. The spider one's a little bit bigger. I think because it's a different material, it actually fits in the regulator better. This O-ring, this is the spider one. This one's tight, and this is the one that was on it. It does look kind of yellowish, a little cloudy. But I'm gonna try this again with the 15 millimeter O-ring. That's made out of like rubber, Bunna rubber. I'm still trying to investigate why the valve it's either the valve or this little brass pipe or something. I'd have to basically pressurize this underwater open, which is really hard to do because it's a bunch of pieces that you have to hold together and pressurize and not have it blow up in your face and like stuff go flying in your eyeballs and stuff. So I wouldn't recommend doing that, but that's kind of like the only way to do it, or to spray it down with like soapy water and pressurize it while it's in the body, which is also kind of hard to do. So you just got to keep on fiddling around with O-rings and stuff, and there's a lot to mess with. So there's obviously the regulator. There's this little brass pipe fitting that goes from the regulator to the valve. This looks fine to me, and the O-rings look fine. They're not like scratched or like shaved off the edge or anything like that. Like, they look fine to me. So I'm just going to keep messing with this. It might be a couple videos before I got it all going perfectly fine. And then, yeah, I'm still going to try experimenting with these O-rings that are on the piston. I haven't tried the spider one yet, but I will eventually. And then maybe I'll try my original TiPX piston O-ring. I do have a part number for the actual piston O-ring, but yeah, I could get different O-rings and try them, and I don't have to pay for shipping, and I'm just trying to rig this up to work correctly. So I didn't bring my tripod down here. I would have a more steady camera, but I only have one hand currently, this one, because the other one's holding the camera. So I'm going to reassemble all this. The valve's okay, everything else is fine. I'm going to run this on a 900 PSI HPA. Maybe I'll do a couple of shots at 700 PSI HPA. Just see what it's doing and where it's hidden. Alien play balls in that 11-inch TCR barrel. So I will be back. What's up, guys? So I'm out here with the TiPX, just as it was in the previous little segment. 15 millimeter by 11 millimeter piston O-ring. This was holding air the previous day with the 700 PSI HPA. When I was firing it, it was getting like 240 or something, 244 feet per second with those balls right there, which is about 19.9 joules. Today I have the TCR barrel on here, so it's 11 inches long versus 6.5 or 6.25, so it's like an extra 5 inches of barrel. I'm going to try it on the 700 PSI HPA, shoot a couple shots, get some readings, and then throw it on the 900 PSI HPA, shoot some shots, get some readings. The way I understand, with some discussions with Sean, is that this is not adjustable currently because of the I removed all the springs, and of the way that I PRV deleted this regulator currently is not adjustable. I'm gonna see if it is or not. I believe Sean, he knows a lot more about most of the stuff than I do, but I'll take his word for it. I just want to see for myself if I can adjust it or not. So right now it's backed up all the way. So this is like the weakest it'll shoot if that is actually bypassed. And if I tighten this and it has no velocity increase, then 100% Sean's correct, which I do believe him. I just want to see if it works or not. So 700 PSI HPA tank, TCR barrel. I'll be right back. All right, you guys, I got the TiPX. It's loaded up. It's charged, shooting 254. So 10 FPS bump. 256. 10 FPS versus the stock barrel. 252. That leak is back. It's quieted down right now. That's an 8-round magazine. They no longer manufacture those. I'm gonna get the 900 PSI output tank and let it rip. All right, 900 PSI output tank. It has plenty of pressure, about 1500 or something, 1400 PSI in the tank still. It's a big tank. The reason I'm doing this is because I want to see if the valve O-ring holds up and if different pressure will affect the velocity, which is what it does in the Vulcan M17, but it's mainly just to check with a Vulcan M17 with a bypass regulator, and the way I have mine, bypass regulator and PRV delete. It's mainly for me to check if the O-ring will hold up on the valve. So I'm pressurizing this. It is pressurized. I don't hear any leaking. I'm just gonna throw it in my backpack, the tank, and I'll be right back. All right, you guys, 256 was with the 700 PSI. See what this does. 318, so it definitely made a difference. Failure to fire. Oh, my magazine popped out. All right. 302. I still don't know what that leak is, but it goes away and comes back and goes away and comes back. Currently, this is about 30 joules, maybe 31. 312. 316. 312. So it's hitting pretty good. 316. Just whooped your ass again. 316. Out of rounds. So PRV works. That random leak, it's gonna bother me, but it's just what it's doing right now. It seems to leak more when the pressure is low. So I don't know if it's the O-ring on the back of the valve. And then if it is, I get to use my fun little snap rings and have a fun time taking that snap ring off, because it's always really fun using a snap ring plier and pulling off a snap ring that doesn't want to come off. That's the highlight of my day when I get to do that. But yeah, I'll be messing with this. I feel like if I use a 12 gram CO2, it might hold up or it might pop off. I don't know what that will do. I could try it. Maybe I'll try it. I'll try it real quick. All right, you guys, it's 83 degrees Fahrenheit outside. It feels much warmer in the sun. That thermometer is in the front of the house where it's shaded currently, but I believe that's probably like 27 Celsius, maybe. It's always fun converting Fahrenheit to Celsius, because I'm in the US, so we use Celsius around these parts. So here is my Crossman CO2. It's been in sunlight for like 2 minutes. It was in my backpack and it was a little bit cool, but I will see what this does. I removed the airline remote line adapter, and I put the valve or regulator plug back in the back. So yeah, this does not have the remote line on it anymore, but there's a plug in there plugging up that hole. Alien play balls, same everything, except this time I'm using a 12 gram CO2. When I used my big CO2 tank, the highest I got was 406, but then my valve O-ring popped off. So I will see what this does. In the past, this one usually gets like 42 to 37 joules with a non-bypassed regulator. Yeah, so, and the same barrel on the CO2, 12 gram CO2. So here we go. If it shoots all the air out, I'll just go back to the drawing board, but I'm going to puncture this and then shoot it. Tiny leak, 362, 346, 324, 290, some random leaking, 250, 232, 208, 192. So yeah, this will be better. The way it is currently, it'll be better for me to shoot this like on a big tank because of the leaking and stuff, which will take me a while to figure out why it's leaking, where is it leaking, and all that fun stuff that goes with maintenance and troubleshooting. 120, 102, and it's not going to register any more speeds. Oh yeah, that was strong right there. That was really strong. So yeah, this thing's done. It's got something going on in there. It's not too bad, but I'm just gonna, since I no longer have a functioning PRV or pressure relief valve, I can't push the back of this with the small Allen key to release the pressure. So it's empty. It's no longer gassed up, but it works. It just has some leaks that I have to pinpoint what's going on with those leaks. Maybe at some point I'll throw it on the big fat CO2 tank and see if I hit 400 and whatever again, and then pop an O-ring off. But that'll be a future video. I don't know what 362 was off the top of my head, joule output, but I know that 406 is like 55. So I'll do some math and see what it does. But yeah, thanks for checking it out, and I'll see you guys next time. I always forget something, so I forgot to adjust the regulator and throw it on the heavy 900 PSI tank. Since I know this will hold the valve O-ring specifically, will hold this pressure. I'm going to air it up. I already turned up the regulator all the way, even though I'm pretty sure Sean's correct and it's not adjustable. I just want to verify. Same balls, 7.2 grams. The tank still has like 1100 PSI in it, so I'm just going to air it up and shoot it. So I'll be right back. All right, you guys, here we go. I think 310 was the highest. 316. So yeah, regulator is not in working condition. It is bypassed. 312, 308, 308, 306. This might be going down lower because this tank isn't like topped off. 312, plus I have all these random little leaks and stuff. 314. Yeah, I'll have to check my reg piston and all this other stuff. I don't know what that leaking was, but it did feel like it was coming straight out the back of here. Sorry, my camera's not focusing. It felt like it was coming back out from here somewhere. So I may undo the regulator bypass at some point, especially if I can't get this to dependably, reliably, work correctly and not leak. So it's always fun just experimenting with things, because if you guys have seen my channel, I have other less lethal markers that I can use. This is really big anyways. It's more of like a stay-at-home type of thing. The S2 and the Umarex stuff, and sort of the Saber, they're a lot smaller than this. I mean, obviously with the giant barrel, it's not going to help it, but yeah, this is definitely a stay-at-home type of option, or if you have like a vehicle or something, like an emergency use type of thing. But yeah, I'm just going to be messing around with that TiPX for probably a week or something before I get over it and just either reverse the PRV delete or keep it on there and figure out how to make it not leak and do whatever else it's doing. Plus I still have to mess with the regulator piston and all that fun stuff. So thanks for checking it out, and as always, Sean was pretty much correct with the bypass non-adjustable regulator. So I just wanted to check, because sometimes some stuff is different for me sometimes, but that was 100% correct. So you guys have a good one, and I'll see you next time.